Hello world, Rich Fortner here. Hey, Quest to Get on the Alone Show. If you like the video, subscribe and like. Hey, well, here in West Virginia, we're getting a lot of snow. So I thought, well, it'd be a good time to show how to make some snowshoes. Because if you can't tell, there's quite a bit of snow here. We probably got about a foot. So basically, I'm gonna go gather the material that I need. I'll bring it into the man cave, go through the steps of making snowshoes. There's many different ways of doing it. You can have the beaver style. Roycroft, it's a Norwegian style of snowshoe that I'm gonna make. It's more like skis. It's real simple to do. But you can make brush style, hasty ones, and I'll go over a few of those with you just to show you. But stay tuned. You may learn something, you may not. Who knows? You may be able to teach me. If you know something better, put it down in the comments. Thank you. All right, y'all can see this is actually the material that I'm going to need. I grabbed little twigs out from my backyard, but also I wanted to try something with bamboo. I had a piece of bamboo, so I want to try one with bamboo and one with regular sticks, and we'll see how it works. I'll give you a close-up of what we have. Here's the material you're going to need when doing this, and I'll show you. I went and grabbed just some small brush, some small twigs, as you can see, from my backyard, back here in my little wooded area. Plus, like I said, I wanted to use some bamboo to see how it would work. You're going to need a log so you can put your foot braces on, and then I'll show you how you weave some of the sticks and stuff together. But you're gonna need 550 cord, a little marker, saw, knife, etc. So stay tuned. Okay, first thing you want to do is you want to pick out your 4 beams that you're wanting to use, relatively straight. Looks like a good one. Down there looks like pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, this one looks pretty good too. I like how it's got a little upward angle to it. So we'll use it for sure. And then, let's see. Yeah, that one will work as well. Now once you have them, you want to cut them to size. Once I get them cut, then you want to get the center of balance. Since I already have the bamboo ones cut, I'll show you what I'm talking about. What you want to do is you want to see where these balance out as far as getting them to balance. Take your 2 main ones. You want to see where they balance. The reason this is important is because that's where you're going to put your stepping. So right here is the center of them. So you want to mark that. The next thing you're going to want to do is you want to tie them up here, just a temporary tie up here at this point, because you're going to spread them out. And then once you know where your center of balance is, the reason that's important is because your foot pegs, is what I'll call them, will go here. You're going to want your front one to the forward of your center of balance. And that's because when you pick up on them, you want it to, your toe to be able to bend down and pick up. And you'll see once it's totally complete. So that's the reason the center of balance is so important. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll get this ready to go ahead and start carving out the pegs. Okay, there's going to be a couple things I'm going to show you. One, your 2 foot pieces. You want to first find your center of balance. You want to make sure your front piece is forward than your back piece, so that way you get your foot on it, and I'll show you that in a minute. And I'm going to do 2 different versions here. I'm going to do one with bamboo because it's super light, and then I'm going to do one with just some of the brush that I went and picked out of the backyard there. But a couple key things to remember, and I'll bring it up here and show you it. This piece right here, your front piece, you want it to be higher than your back piece. Okay, the reason being, I'll show you here in a second, is because you want your foot to be able to get leverage. And I'll show you what I mean. You want your front foot to be able to, the ball of your foot, to be able to go down at least, at a minimum, 1.5 inches. That way when you pick it up, you'll see when I do the demonstration. And I'm not going to bore you with cutting the pieces. Reason I put notches in it is just for extra leverage for the strings to hold. So as you can see, you can use any type of lashing that you want. The lashings can be anything that you want them to be. Diagonal, whatever holds that piece of wood best for you. I used basically a square lashing on that back one. So there you have it. And then also in the front, on the tip, you want to use lashing up there as well. I'll get into the different types of snow and what you can do when you get that real light snow that's very thin. So we'll get into that here shortly. Okay, I'm going to go over what I used, and then I'm going to go over a couple other little things with y'all. But those were the tools I used: my Leatherman, a knife. I actually used 550 cord and bank line. I like bank line because it secures a little bit better. Then I used my 2 hatchets. So let me come over here and show you the end results. these are the two that I made. This first one is out of bamboo, and I actually cut slots in it, as you can see, to secure it. But down here on the next one, I just used some quick locust bush that I had in my backyard there, and I didn't cut any grooves in it, so I want to see how that works. However, I did put a smaller piece on the end, and what I did was I used constrictor knots for my lashing, so that it would stay more secure. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you how you tie up your boots onto them, so stay tuned. Okay, I'm going to show you how to go ahead and tie this. Tie it so your foot is secured. I'm going to bring one through here, one through here. Now that you have that, I'm going to put your boot in it. Remember, you want to go across your ball of your foot. Now, I personally wrap it 2 times. Just gives it extra support for when you're lifting. Okay, once you've done that, you want to take it, crisscross it, bring it back, crisscross it in the back, and then just tie it like you would your shoelace. For me, it's the easiest way of doing it. And you're ready to go. Tomorrow morning, I will take you all outside, and since we got a good bit of snow, I'll show you how they work. And then I'm going to also show you how to do a real hasty one as well. That way you'll have 3 examples that you can look at. So, stay tuned. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you all the first one. It's the bamboo. I'm only going to use one leg first to show you both of them, and then we'll go from there. As you can see, this is that real fine snow, so I got a fix for that. As you can see, I'm stepping down about 4 inches with my boot, and then 2 inches with it. There's a way that you can put actual branches up in it to help keep you up off of the lighter snow. So I'll go ahead and put the other one on, and we'll go from there. Okay, I went ahead and put them both on. Go ahead and walk around and I'll film that. And I did put a couple pieces of holly leaves underneath it just to try to help. So here we go. Not too bad. I think you all get the concept. So there you have it. You're in super deep snow, and you actually want to stay afloat of it to help you with the walking. There you go. Make you some snowshoes. Now I know I told you earlier I was going to show you how to make real hasty ones. So give me a few minutes and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, what you want to do is you want to grab a bunch of brush like I did here, and then you're going to break them off and just put a big pile, and I'll show you. I'll go ahead and keep filming. Okay, now I'll walk around and show you. This is the hasty one. We needed to just make a quick hasty amount of leaves, and then all you do is just pile them up, bush them up. So there you have it. It's real fast, real hasty. It's just piling a bunch of leaves to get yourself up off of the snow. All right, there you have it, world. Couple of different versions of these snowshoes. The lightest one is the bamboo, of course. When you're going out and looking for material, try to pick some light material. I just wanted to see how this bamboo one would work. It seemed to work better than this other one. These are just some shrubs that I pulled, rose-nip shrubs from down in my backyard, but some young poplar would work a lot better. So there you have it. A couple examples of snowshoes. They're easy to make. They're just a little time consuming, just with making sure the tie downs are really good. But you saw the hasty one where all you do is gather up a bunch of sticks and twigs, put them together, put a little knot in it. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, subscribe and like. If you didn't, leave some comments down in the bottom. I'm also going to leave a couple of links to some videos down in the information section. It shows you a little bit more in depth of different types of snowshoes that you can make. Dan Woolwack, he's got a good one. He does. I forget the other gentleman's name, but he's part of Far North. He's up in Alaska. He's got a good one. You'll see the link there. So with all that being said, arrivederci.